Hey guys, my name's Megan again, and I know it's really late. I'm really like, I wanted to do this about at least a couple weeks ago, but I've just I am not feeling too well. I'm in my first trimester. I'm 11 weeks, so I'm really kind of just taking it really easy and really slow, just doing what I need to do to survive the days. So my husband just got home, so he's watching my daughter, which I think he is. But so hopefully we're not interrupted. But I'm going to try to kind of go as quickly and kind of because this is hard. So I'm putting a video out here of this personal experience, and I'm pretty sure some people are gonna feel like it's too personal, maybe, but I know I watched about maybe 3 videos of this and they helped me because I didn't know anybody else who has gone through this. So for my personal experience, hearing somebody else talk about um, this tragedy, um, you know, if it can help one person, then I'm happy, or it makes me feel good because it helped me a little bit, as much as it could, honestly, really. So, I have 2 beautiful children. I have a daughter and a son. My daughter, who's 2 years old, she was born September 1st, 2016. I had my son January 17th, 2018 of this year. And that's why I kind of want to put it out there before the new year. So, cross my fingers, hopefully I do that as soon as I'm done with this. So I had my children via C-section. No complications. It was just my daughter was breech, and at the time I didn't know that once you have a C-section, you probably have to have another one, or you do. So I had my son C-section, and oh man, I am just not ready for that third one. I'm dreading it, but as long as my baby's okay, then I'll do what I need to do with my body, for the sake of my babies. So I had my son. He had a bit of a fast heart rate. So also he had a bilirubin, which created jaundice. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can, because this is really hard to talk about, but also it's part of the whole experience. But he was in the hospital for 6 days, so I had to leave the hospital without my son, and that was really hard. I was pretty much depressed and in pain. I didn't get to bond with my son as I did with my daughter, so it was just completely different, and it wasn't. And I understand, like, you can't, you have this idea of how pregnancy should go, and I'm totally aware of that, but the way it went this way, I just never thought, like, I had no complications with my checkup. So anyway, so that's how it went. Got him home. It wasn't as close, or I felt like we didn't bond as much, because he didn't get to feel me as much, or he didn't latch onto me because I wanted to breastfeed. Um, so there was that. But I was pumping milk. He was drinking it. So yeah. So I hate to fast forward so much, but to our 6th week, well, the whole, like, 5 weeks, or 4 weeks, I should say, because it was about a week in the hospital. So 4 weeks he was home. It was raining. It was cold. Couldn't go outside. This was during the flu season when it was like crazy scary. So it was a newborn. So the 6th week, a Monday and Tuesday, I remember, the sun magically came out. Magically, it came out finally. It was so nice. So it was like, you know what, let's go for a walk around the block. We need to get out. My daughter needs to get out, who's 1 at a time. I need some sun. I just need to get out, just around the block. So we did that for Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, I put him in the rocker after our walk. He just looked so peaceful in his onesie. It was warm, and Yeah, I had the curtains open and the door was open. It was just nice. The sun was out. It was really nice. And so I felt really good. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make dinner. I felt really good. I got a little walk. My daughter was playing. And anyways, I took some pictures of him because he just looks so peaceful. So my daughter's over there being silly with my husband. I can hear him. They're just making me laugh. But I made dinner and we ate. And usually in the evening, my husband kind of takes over with Jack, so he bonds with him, and I get not really a break, but I can do what I need to do around the house real quick, or do what I need to do real fast. And so this was like maybe 2.5 hours. So he grabs Jack and feeds him. And by 8 o'clock, me and my daughter are in bed. I'm kind of just like done by 8 o'clock. My daughter's an early riser. She wakes up at 6 a.m. every day, so I'm tired. And so I know she didn't really take a nap during the day. I don't believe during that time. It was just, I couldn't, it was just too much with trying to get her down and the newborn. So at 8 o'clock, she'll fall asleep pretty fast. So my husband goes to the second bedroom, has a TV in there. So he watches some TV, he feeds Jack his last bottle, and, he'll feed him again at night. And he'll put him in the crib, or, So, this Wednesday morning, and usually at night I get up and I check on them, and I make sure, if there's anything I need to do, I can do. Like, if he has a dirty bottle, I can clean it out, get it ready for the next feeding, just things like that. And this Wednesday morning, I didn't wake up. So the next thing I know, my husband comes into the room, and I'm a really, really light sleeper. Like, if I hear noise or anything, I can, open my eyes really easy. So I did, and I guess he turned on the light. I don't remember how the light came on, the lamp actually right there. And he says, Jack's not breathing. And so I jump out of bed and I say, what? I don't scream, but I'm just like, yelled, like, what? And my daughter's, sleeping in our big bed. So I put some pillows around her real quick. Just grab a pillow real fast and put it by her so she doesn't roll off the bed. And I grab my robe, throw it on, and I just run out of the house. I'm not thinking about I need to grab Jack or check on him. I'm thinking I need to get some help. And my neighbor who lives across the street is like EMT, that sort of thing. And her husband is as well too. So I know it's somebody I can definitely go to. They're really great neighbors. So I run to them, I knock on the door, I ring the doorbell, everything, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's super, early in the morning. Everybody's asleep. So I'm like, well, I'm probably waking them up. They'll probably wake up. So I need to go back to my house and go get Jack. Well, as I'm going across the street, this car is coming. And I figured, well, let me see if they can help me. So I flag it down. The guy rolls down the window, and I said, do you know CPR? My baby's not breathing. And he said no. And I think I scared him. I scared him. So he left. And as soon as, I'm in the middle of the street, the ambulance coming around the corner. So everything happened really, really fast. And I'm like, oh, great, good. They're here. So the porch light is on, of course, and I go to my porch and, okay, like, here, you need to come here. So as I'm on my porch, like a couple of seconds, my neighbor starts coming out of her house. So I'm yelling for them, like, to come over here, and, so she gets closer. I explained to her, Jack's not breathing. So they're like trying to like process this and wake up, and like, they're like rubbing their eyes and all that stuff. And I'm just like, Jack's not breathing. Like, what do I do? And so, like I said, everything happened so fast. It's kind of like a big blur. And it's so bad that my mind probably just wants to get rid of it on the other hand too. So, I remember seeing my son on the side, my eyes sort of on the sofa, just laying on the sofa. My husband had moved him from the crib to the sofa so they could work on him or do what they needed to do. So, like I said, I don't remember exactly what happened. Everything happened so fast, but I got to the sofa, I sat down on the other side, and the guy, I grabbed Jack. I grabbed him because he was just laying there. And I'm calling him, like asking him to wake up. And the guy looks at me and he says, he's gone. There's nothing we can do. So, and this is kind of weird. It's kind of how I feel right now. Like there was this big ball, like this big ball inside my stomach, like a knot, physical like knot that had my emotions in there. And you would think that you would want to like cry, just cry and fall on your knees. I was like a ghost. I felt no emotion. I felt dead. I felt dead already before I even said it. Like, this was so bad that I couldn't even cry. And I felt so weird. I was like, I need to cry. So I actually had to make myself cry. And I just remember grabbing his picture on the mantle because I couldn't look at my dead son, and going outside and sitting in the middle of my yard. It's windy, it's cold, it's starting to drizzle, just like a mist, cold, sitting there in my robe. And just looking up and asking God. Just asking him, like, this isn't real. None of this. Like, stop it. It's not funny. And I was sitting there, maybe an hour. And people would come up to me, like the workers or whoever, and ask me, or my neighbors, you know, do you need anything? Do you want to go inside? And I'm like, no. I don't need to go inside. I need to stay right here. Because I'm trying to, like, get my head straight. So, I remember at this time my daughter had woken up, I guess from the commotion of everybody going in and out. So they had my daughter, my neighbors, so they were able to take her to their house, you know, just to get her away from this environment and take care of her. So family starts showing up. My neighbor called my mom, and so family started showing up, and you know, they hugged me, and like I said, I really couldn't cry, but I wanted to, and I did. And I remember embracing my husband finally. Me and my husband were like on two separate sides of the world, it felt like, because we were just trying to like process this thing, process what just happened to us. So we finally reconnect. And I didn't get any sleep. I think some family came over early in the morning, and I kind of wish I had that moment to ourselves, but it doesn't change anything. But that morning, maybe at 10 or 11, some coworkers of mine, because I did work part-time actually, they came, sweet ladies. So that was really nice to see some, you know, those were really kind people to come and make me feel good. And, you know, I work with them for years, so it was really nice to get that comfort, not just from family. So, kind of fast forward, but it was SIDS. I already knew from the beginning that he passed away just from SIDS, just in sleep. He was just in his crib. That's all. And we had him cremated because I knew I needed to bring him home. He needed to come back home. I needed my baby home. I couldn't imagine having my baby, who was 6 weeks old, somewhere else. Not by me. Like, I needed to take care of my son still. He needed to come home still. You know? So he's cremated. And he's here. He's here home. Where he should be. So, I'm sure I passed a lot of stuff or skipped a lot of stuff. But, I have my 2 children. And I'm expecting our 3rd baby in July. And I'm so excited. We're so excited. And I'm so happy about this. My daughter remembers her brother. She remembers him very well. And she actually, she says he's sleeping because we said, that's what we said. We actually call him Bubba. It's kind of funny. She couldn't say brother, so my husband said Bubba. That's a Bubba. So she says Bubba. So Bubba's sleeping. Shh. That's what she does. Bubba's sleeping. So every night we say, good night, Bubba. You know, or if she's kind of acting silly and she's being loud, I say, hey, Bubba's trying to sleep. Bubba's sleeping. You're going to wake him up. She remembers her brother. Even though she was 1 year old, she loved her brother. She loved her sibling. And I'm so excited she has another sibling. She adores my niece and my nephew. So I know she'll be excited to meet her new sibling. But I've never, this is not something that just runs in the family. It's something that just, I can't even explain it. I'm not a professional on it at all, but I just, personal experience. I look back on a lot of things. Every detail of his 6 weeks of life. You know, from where he was, you know, how he was born, how I didn't get that closeness to him, how he wasn't really breastfed, how I didn't sleep with him in the same room at least. I don't want to say I blame myself because that sounds terrible, but I pretty much, I know like what some people might think, and not even that, I know what I'm thinking when I think about everything. But overall, I'm so lucky and blessed. I'm so lucky and blessed because I had my son. I had my beautiful son. He had dimples. He was handsome. I had my son. I was so lucky. I was so happy. And I knew I was having a boy. I just knew it because I had my daughter who was perfect. And I said, she's so perfect. I need to have a son. Because I just need to have my perfect son. And I did. I just knew I would in my heart. And this may sound a bit odd, but I have my baby here on earth and my baby in heaven. And I'm lucky because I have my 2 babies. I have one here on earth I get to love and hug and kiss. And then I have my baby in heaven who's waiting, or I'm waiting to go up there to see him. So anyways, I really wish I didn't have to make this last video, or this video 2018. Really, you know, not the happiest, but know this stuff happens. So, like I said, if it helps somebody in the middle of the night or early in the morning, can't sleep, or a family member that knows somebody that this has happened to, then maybe they can listen to my words and just help them listen to somebody else, and to let them know that, oh, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. I still cry at night by myself, just like silent crying in bed. I don't want to wake up my husband. I don't want to wake up my daughter. And I go maybe to the front room and I cry by myself. And I relive everything. But I still live because I have my daughter. I still have my daughter. And that's the reason I get up. That's the reason I, continue life. Because she deserves it. She deserves her mommy present. My son deserves a healthy mother. He deserves his mom to be the best as she can be. And I think that's it. I think I need to stop it right there. But there are pictures around my house and things I wear that you might see. So we can go into that later. But he's everywhere, and he's a part of me. He's a part of our lives. He'll always be a part of my life till the day I die, even past that. And for us, we like to keep his memory alive. My daughter remembers her brother, and so we're hoping that it continues. That's just the way we're going about it. And so far, she doesn't understand completely the whole thing, of course not, but she's not afraid to talk about her brother, and she asked about her brother, and it makes us feel good, because anytime we can talk about Jack, we just, we love talking about our son. So his birthday is coming up next month, and I'm so excited, and I'm not too sure what we're going to do yet. So that's kind of the reason I haven't been putting videos out here too much, or actually not at all really, because it's not even a year yet. So a lot of emotion, still very numb. Well, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to ask me. I'm so glad I'm doing this, because it makes me kind of like take a deep breath, and just enjoy the moments you have with your family and your babies, and just kind of like, I guess, the last note, just cherish them. They might not go the way exactly we wanted things to go, but things are out of our control sometimes, and we just get strong, and we learn, and we love still, and we grow. My belly's gonna be growing in a few more weeks as well. So anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video can help somebody, like I said, but hopefully kind of understand, just how things are for us and me. So anyways, you guys have a great new year, and I'm going to try to put up some more videos. I promise. It's just, every day, every day we're fighting right now. All these emotions, and it's still very numb and new, and we're a strong family. We've gotten really strong. So So anyways, you guys take care, be safe, and see you soon. Bye.